Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video, another emergency broadcast. I'm going to discuss, amongst everything else with Boris Johnson, Nadine Dorries' latest play. She's still trying to attract attention. I talked a couple of days ago about the fact she hadn't actually resigned yet. She's still an MP. She was the first of the three, Nigel Adams, Boris Johnson, Nadine Dorries, to say she was going to resign. She hasn't resigned yet. She's now sort of confirmed that although she is going to resign at some undetermined point of the future, that she's staying put right now. So I'm going to discuss why that is. But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel. So, only fair, with Boris Johnson hogging all the limelight, that we give some to Nadine Dorries. We like our Nads. Actually, we don't really like her. We feel sorry for her. No, not that either. But she is quite entertaining. So the Right Honourable Nadine Dorries, who is still the Right Honourable Nadine Dorries, has decided that she's not going anywhere just yet. And I speculated on possible reasons for that. I would suggest at this point, the most likely explanation is she's just trying to spite Rishi Sunak. So Rishi Sunak wanted to trigger all three by-elections at once next month, get it out of the way, and she's not playing ball. In point of fact, the by-elections for Nigel Adams and Boris Johnson have now been moved. They're going to take place 5 weeks today, 20th of July, just before Parliament disappears off on its summer recess. So Rishi Sunak won't have to be in Parliament itself when the results are known. Good plan. So Nadine Dorries needed to delay her resignation to make it awkward so that that by-election has to take place in autumn. I gather Rishi Sunak is none too pleased about it. That will be her intended plan. But then she needed a reason for it. Why would she? Because otherwise it just looks awkward, doesn't it? She's got to have a plan. Here's what she said in a Twitter thread yesterday. So there is much speculation about the time at which I become appointed the bailiff of Northstead Manor as part of the arcane resignation process when standing down as an MP. Nothing to criticise there. It is absolutely a ridiculously... It is arcane and archaic, the process for MPs resigning. So that's fine. She said, to put an end to this, I am awaiting responses to my subject access requests submitted to HOLAC, which is the House of Lords Appointments Committee, Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Office, where I will then take time to properly consider the information I am provided. I'll finish off the thread before I come back to that. I have requested copies of WhatsApps, she's using apostrophe for a plural, I don't like that, text messages, all emails, and I thought she's supposed to be an author. This is not right. Sorry, I'll start again. I have requested copies of WhatsApps, text messages, all emails and minutes of meetings, both formal and informal, with names of senior figures unredacted. My office continues to function as normal, in other words, not at all, and will of course continue to serve my constituents of Mid-Bedfordshire as we have done for the last 18 years until this time. In other words, not at all. What she means is, I'll be just as useless as I always have been, and I might disappear off to do a telly programme now and then. Then she ends saying, it is absolutely my intention to resign, but given what I know to be true and the number of varying and conflicting statements issued by number 10, well, that is fair enough, since the weekend, this process is now sadly necessary. So I'll go back to what she actually wants. She's saying she's submitted a subject access request. There's plenty of commentators saying this is not a quick process, Nads. This is not a quick process. She's submitted it to the House of Lords Appointments Committee. They will have limited... They may well pass her information that's relevant. It will be limited. It will likely just be a memo saying if these MPs do not resign or announce their intention to resign within 6 months, we cannot proceed. She's not likely to get much there, if anything. The Cabinet Secretary in the Cabinet Office, she'll get nothing. She will get nothing. Never mind this posh-sounding subject access request. She'll get nothing. Consider this. At the moment, a judge, or a former judge, appointed by the government to conduct a public inquiry into COVID, is being blocked from seeing documents produced to discuss decision-making during the COVID pandemic if a if a judge cannot get the government to hand over unredacted documents relevant to a public inquiry that the government ordered, what chance does Nadine Dorries think she has of getting a load of unredacted documents from the same government on a matter that they don't want to deal with? She's got no chance. Basically, it's a really good excuse for wasting time. What she will be passed something. She'll be given something, probably towards the end of summer, and it won't be what like. It's almost like what she's expecting is for there to have been some conspiracy. Now, I do think there has been a conspiracy on Sunak's part. I think she has a grievance in that. Well, she does and she doesn't. She should have known she needed to resign. Like, if I knew it, why didn't she know it? I know she says, oh, but Boris Johnson told me I would just be re-vetted. Like, did you? And the thing is as well, Nadine Dorries claims she contacted Downing Street about that, just to check that this is being done. And she says she received no response. Wasn't that a bit of an alarm bell, Nads? Wasn't that a bit of an alarm bell? You don't like Rishi Sunak. You've been attacking Rishi Sunak for the past year. You've been quite vocally opposed to him. You've been slagging him off on your telly programme, whoever will listen to you. If you ask Rishi Sunak, are you going to just do this vetting thing for me so that I can still get my peerage, and he doesn't answer you, do you not take that as a bit of a sign that he don't want to answer you for a reason? She's not really coming out of this looking at all clever, is she? Not at all clever. But anyway, what will be happening here, as I say, is she will be using it as an excuse to not resign just yet, as if she's got a genuine grievance. When she'll get the information, she'll go, this isn't very good. This isn't very good at all. And then she'll resign when it's more awkward for Rishi Sunak. Unless, of course, Rishi Sunak is actually planning to go for a general election this autumn, in which case it will make no difference because her seat will just naturally come up with the general election. There'll be no by-election at all. So those are my thoughts on that one. Anyway, there will be more tomorrow. More tomorrow. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, please click the like button. If you'd like to support the channel further, the join button for memberships. And until next time, I'll see you later.